YouTube? We are back with some more Matchplay commentary for y'all. I'm joined by the bald man with the plan, Kaiju King, the Quackity McQuackerton, TJ. You okay there?
It didn't work. It didn't work.
But we've got our continued series of sort of this like mini 2.0 preview for you guys. By the time this video goes live, this should be probably like 3 or 4 days away from the official set release. So we are definitely excited to, just play with some new cards, bring you some new decks, and that's what we're here to do. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Today's matchup features myself and TJ going up against each other. I am playing a sort of preliminary build of, like, let's just call it Blue Hybrid, Source Strip Blue Hybrid on the left. And TJ is playing Dynasmon, which is a very interesting deck. A lot of DP reduction shenanigans, a lot of some security manipulation, which is really interesting. It looks really fun. I definitely want to, like, use your build to, like, maybe use it as a platform to make my own. But I definitely enjoy those sort of, like, DP reduction things that Dynas does, and it's been a long time since Dynas has gotten support too, which is really nice to see.
Oh, yeah.
But a couple of things before we hop into the round. As always, if you like the content, you like what you're seeing, please do consider hitting that like and subscribe button. We would greatly appreciate it. Check out our socials, which are linked down in the video description below. Has our Instagram, our Twitter, and more importantly, our Discord, which is where if you're looking for some of these preliminary builds, or you want to kind of see, like, if you have any like things you want to bounce off of us, like, feel free to hit us up. The Discord has been a great place for people to just kind of like shoot the crap, so to speak, and like talk about their decks, talk about what could be done, and it's been great to see. So please join us there, and also check out instructions on how to become a member if you're so gracious in wanting to support us. But yeah, enough yapping from me. Let's hop right into the round over here.
Yeah, no, honestly, it's been so cool to see like how like active our Discord's been.
Yeah.
With all the all the deck discussion in general. It's been crazy. It's been so much.
Yeah, and shout out to a lot of our like OG members like Veltez, Grizz, Max, Stream. Like the list could go on. If I didn't hit you guys, like sorry if I missed you, but it's been great to see the community grow, especially from like, I think it was like 10 people or something that we had at first, and now it's like people are coming and talking about decks. It's been awesome, and you guys are cooking too. Like the list that you guys have been showing us has been crazy. Speaking of crazy, no rookie is crazy on your end.
Yeah, it was not a great start. And like you were saying with Dyna stuff. Well, I'm just while we're kind of figuring stuff out here. So new Dyna support is honestly really good. There's a lot of really powerful tools to it. The DP reduction is really nice. Setting like I did just pass turn back. I was just full stuck. You do check a Dyna out of the gate there, which is pretty good for me at least. But you do get some good damage in. Yeah, just get some good setup. I am still stuck. I think I TK here.
Ruin
There's
mode?
no rookies on my security. Yeah, I just grabbed the ruin mode out. And then we're going back. We're going fast. We were this was like our second to last game of the night, so we were just cruising. We were ready.
So we go Tommy over the BT7 BT7 Tommy, and the cool thing about Kuma is that when swinging you can evo into something with reduced cost, similar to like the Agoonies and the Lobos that we had. And we go straight into a die pen, which ends up just like popping the Gato. Which is pretty neat.
Well, and the nice thing with these other like hybrid cards, like the die pen, the Jet Sylphie, the Rhino Kabuteri, all of these other like spirit hybrids, the Rihi as well. They also have that alternate text box that lets them evo over their like respective hybrid, pretty much.
Yeah.
For 3 instead of having the like TiVo for 4, like the the BT17 Beowulf and BT17 Alda.
Right.
Having Evil for 4 was always rough.
So you do a little bit of a crazy jump here. You go like from Gato to I forget what your level. I think it's Mistymon, was it?
Yeah.
And then you go into Dynas to Dynas X.
which unfortunately I'm not able to really use any of his effects because I do not have any security at this point. I do go ahead. I think I just played.
You played an Odin's Breath here, just to get my board check -1. I hex to strip sources and bottom deck the Tommy. And
TK.
Or TK, yeah. And then
at this point, I mean,
here we're in a good spot. I mean, Hex has check +1, so he does end up having at least 1 check. But we do hit a Odin's, which pops my Madoki, and we go Chris Pale just to call it a day.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, pretty much that Dynasty is just sitting there at this point. It's just a means of just recovering security.
Yeah, I mean, I think you mentioned this as we were like starting. He's like, you were like, this is a pretty bad matchup because Dynasty does rely a lot on like its inheritables and being able to either pair that with like memory efficiency, security manipulation that goes into DP reduction. But here I am just stripping everything. But I do hit a Dragon's Breath, which is not bad. You go ahead and recover one
off of that.
Swing the Chris Pale. And then we drop a Sora Joe. So I wish. Yeah, go ahead.
I wish Dragon's Breath did -6k and then recovered one instead of delete something with 6k or less and then recover one.
Yeah.
It'd be a lot better. Or sorry, Dragon's Roar rather. It'd be a lot better that way. But sorry, we were trying to catch up with the gameplay there while we're shuffling here. New Dynasty stuff was cool. It's very, very fun. Yes, you are right. This is a terrible matchup. Not having any of my inheritables is rough. Breaking is also even worse. And then the bigger thing more than anything else, Ice Clad. A lot of your cards tend to sit at those perfect DP values that gets around a lot of my deletion stuff. Sitting at like 7k or like just a little bit higher and stuff. So and that combined with Ice Clad and your Source Strip is just very, very difficult for Dynasty to deal with. But it's still fun.
Yeah.
But aside from that, it's cool to see like Tommy Hybrid back. Like it was a deck that kind of died when Tommy got shot, and then they brought Tommy off the ban list, and now we have this whole new wave of support for him with a very good new Kuma. That's an amazing card. The new Korikaku is very good too. Daipen's an amazing card, and they're all Ice Clad as well. Or sorry, Ice Snow Trade. So they also work with Hexablow, which is fantastic.
Yeah, and I think that synergy is actually underrated in a sense. So I'm very excited for this. Very, very excited for this.
Yeah.
We do see a Dynasty Ace come into play, so you can go ahead and trash security. You give one of my guys, I believe it's -6k.
Yeah, and I missed him on can technically set you to 6k DP. I opted not to do that. That didn't really make much sense to do with it instance. Because that's a trash top security to do so. Big Madoki. But yeah. In hindsight, it was risky going to Dynasty Ace here. I probably didn't need to do this early, but I was just like, I need to control the board a little bit more ahead of time. I evo into a Dynasty X here for free. On evo effect, I trash my top security to trash your top security, and then I get +6k DP until the end of your turn.
And you gained a memory, I believe, too, off of was it Candle effect?
Not Candle.
The Wizard.
The Wizard. Yeah.
And then Sora.
Yeah, that was instant karma. Not even karma. I don't even think I did anything to deserve that. That was just instant. It was just an instant mean thing. Classic TJ checking security into the worst possible outcome. It happened with the
Lucy.
The Lucemon with hitting a Lord Knight on first chip. You can't deny that it happens to me all the time.
It does.
It really does happen to me constantly. I get some good aggression here, though. I'm able to go ahead and swing one attacking effect to burn my top security, to trash your top security, and then do a check. I also get +6 KDP again. In hindsight, I maybe could have raided into the Baluko because I do have raid.
Sure.
Just to control board a bit, but I think the aggression was fine here.
Yeah, I mean, you have me down to 0 security. If I don't respond, which I mean, I have some tools to do so, but if I don't have them, I mean, you're setting yourself up for game right here.
Yeah, I mean, you have 2 trainings.
Yeah,
it's pretty good too. I think I was just debating on where I wanted to leave you memory wise because I had a few different options. I just wasn't sure what was the best play just yet. So I was scared of the trainings and the Sora Joe.
Sure.
I do opt to just go ahead and Evo the Gato here for 2 and choke you
Good
to
choke,
1
too.
and just see what happens.
And
I figure
Beluco
barrier
here,
helps me
yeah.
keep the stack, so.
Yeah, for sure. And Beluco here, honestly, is pretty good because you can search your hybrids off of Beluco. So he's just an additional consistency piece that I have actually come to enjoy pretty well.
Yeah.
We go ahead and swing. Unfortunately, my Beluco dies off of hitting the Odins, which was sort of like I kind of wanted him to live. But sadly, he does pass away.
Yeah. It's a tall order for a 1K rookie to live, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'd go for 4 into a Korikaku, which is less than ideal, but at least I'm able to stun one body. So I go ahead and stun the Dynus X.
Yeah, which is pretty good.
And I'm like, well, let's just see what happens.
And at this point, I was like, I need to deal with that Korikaku or something. I need to deal with like something on the board here because I was worried about Azudo's play.
Yeah.
I do go ahead. I go into Bellucci here. I trash my top security card to delete one of your Digimon. I'm supposed to gain a memory. I think I gain it in a minute. Yeah,
There you go.
And then I was trying to just think about how I wanted to deal with the Korikaku. So
And that's another interesting thing too about Corey is that he is a 7K guy, which like does get around a lot of like DP reduction stuff.
Yeah, which it would have gotten around here because Dynus Ace on Evo only does minus 6K, but luckily I trash an Odin's Breath off top of security, minusing another 3, and I'm able to actually delete the Korikaku, doing a whole minus 9K there.
So we Zudo Ace here to just get rid of the Dynus Ace, then we go Hex and call it a day.
Yeah, which is pretty good setup. You're in a pretty good spot.
And the only way you get out of this is that if you can Evo for 1, and there is one card that will allow you to do so, and that is that Wizardmon right there, which essentially just is like you trash your top security, right, and you gain a memory.
Yeah, you gain a memory and draw a card on Evo. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. The thing with the Dynus, honestly, the Dynus's biggest issue more than anything else probably is that it maybe trashes your own security a little too efficiently. Like,
yeah.
When you climb your line, you can climb your line pretty well, but when you do it, you're probably burning like 3 of your security, like 3 or 4.
Have you thought, and this is, I'm not as well versed in the deck as you are, but is there any room for like, when was it? Was it BT? I think it's BT8, BT7, Kazuchi, the one that just recovers you until you have 3.
There's a world for it. It just doesn't like. Okay, it's just hard because if you're not running Dynus pieces, like at that point, I might as well just play Kazuchi.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
In a way, like like there's not enough like room in the top end to really make it work. And also, Kazuchi's a vaccine, not a data. He's not Wachelny, so you don't get any of your inheritables off anything. And it's not like I'm not playing a deck that like spits out another body to like evo up another line, like Lord Knight, for example. I need to really like be consistent with my top end and what I'm doing. Yeah.
Sure.
So that's my mentality, at least. I can see the idea, though. I do wish that there was just a better means of recovering with the deck instead of just recovering 1 off of Dynus X. It would be really nice if there was like just some other card that worked well off of like when this card's fresh from security, recover 1 or something like that. I don't know.
So we do pass turn here. I thought about playing a Tommy, but I'm like, maybe I'll just save him for a little bit more beneficial turn where he can actually strip sources. So I just play a Sora Joe and then Evo into Chris Pale to set you to your 3. Push up Candle. You go Wizard, which will allow you to trash top card, gain the memory, do a draw, which is pretty darn good. And you have the Chiaro, which has jamming now.
Yep, but then of course I hit a Summon Frost off that first check. So that does strip my sources, which is tough because now that Sora Joe is just good to go.
Yeah.
And at this point, I was trying to decide what to do. Like, I know you had Ice Clad in the back, which is pretty tough for me. I mean, Sora Joe already makes that a tough in general because you can instantly just put yourself in an advantage. I do go Skull Bellucci here for 4. I opt to trash off security just to gain a memory. And then I put the Gato, and then I'm like, wait.
This is Yume.
Memory off of that. Yeah, it's a Yume play. So I believe I just opt to toss it in trash and keep you at 1.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah, I do. So we just kind of have a little adjustment there. You do swing at me. I'm debating on going into a Dynast Ace here, as you're kind of resolving your effects. But I would only minus 6k on you, and you're gonna live, of course. So there's really nothing I can do. So it does just die. Luckily, Skull Belushi does recover 1 on deletion, so that's still something for me.
You're anticipating a Hexablow, which there he is. We go ahead and bond DK.
I've played enough against you enough to know how this all goes. This ain't my first rodeo.
And he's back. Go ahead, search security. Looks like you pull a Dynast X.
So, fun fact, by the way, my security was 2 Dynast X and then 2 rookies.
Jesus.
So I was like, I need to take a Dynast X because there's only 3 in the deck and 2 of them are in here, and I do not know where that last one is. I did recover that protoform. You do 3 checks, which is painful. It is really painful, because it does put me in a position. Because the thing is, like, the other thing with Dynast 2 is that it resolves its effects by trashing security. So if I don't have security to trash, I don't get my effects, which is very, very hard.
Right.
At this point, I'm debating if I wanted to trash one to draw one right now, because it's tough. I think I do opt to do it, as I'm like trying to consider things here.
Yeah, that's tough, especially when you're sending out 1 security. It's like, do I do it? Because then if you can't do what you're intending to do, then you basically just sacked yourself.
Yeah, the deck's fun. It's just very efficient at knocking itself out. And like I said, this is a really bad matchup. Like, Iceclad just makes my blocker worthless. I don't get my protections because you just strip them all. So it's just like, it's tough. It's very, very tough.
Yeah.
He does let me put an option card back on top, so I'm able to put a Dragon's Roar up there. I training into a Mistymon here. Burn the top, so I go ahead and I set you to 6k DP, and because I set you to 6k with the Mistymon. When I burn Dragon's Roar, I'm able to pop something with 6k left, so I'm able to pop Hexablow, and then because it was the last card in security, it does go ahead and recover me 1.
Oh.
I do swing and hit a Tommy right away, which is just par for the course. I go into a Dynast here. No real effects to resolve here. And then I go ahead, I X anybody, go into a Dynast X.
Yeah.
And then I burn my top security to burn your security, and restand off of the Mistymon effect. And then I recover 1 off of the Dragon's Roar being trashed. I go ahead and swing a check.
Hey, I mean, it's not a bad turn. You got rid of my Hexablow. You got through 2 security. Not bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I did that all off of 1 security. I mean, like, realistically, the deck, honestly, I think is not bad. I think it has a lot of potential. It's just that some of its worst possible matchups exist in the format right now, and it makes it very difficult for it.
Yeah.
I could absolutely see, like, in the future, like, if like Imperial does get hit, something like that, Dynast could start making a pretty good play, because the Daikins are obviously a very big threat for this deck too. So I think I just have to pass.
So we go Tommy into Akuma. Akuma will go ahead and swing. We'll suspend the Sword Draw, I'm assuming, to strip the last 2 sources. And then we go into a Quarry for reduced cost of 1, which is essentially free. We'll stun the Dynast. His swing with jamming, which is pretty darn good. And then we'll go Crisp Pale, which, since there's nothing with a source, will restand.
Pretty good.
Go ahead, Iceclad into the Dynast X.
Yeah, it's pretty good. That's the thing too, like for your deck, like you had a really good comeback play. Like you instantly were able to just like hybrid stuff, you know? Me checking that Tommy out of security made things really, really bad for me. And you were able to capitalize on that and just climb up a line and clear my Dynast X and everything that I had going for me. And now I'm just kind of stuck in back. You have a rookie in your back. You have a 5 on board. I do go ahead and just play
Odin's.
And Odin's just as a last cry for help.
But I blue hybrid for me has always been almost like blue Setcon, right? Because I mean your security tends to help you out with the amount of tamers you're running. Source strip options are definitely there. But now with like these new hybrids, I mean, like the deck is, I think it's not bad.
No, I'd agree. I mean, the new Kuma does so much. Being able to, whenever you would leave play, and it doesn't matter how, as long as it's not by your own effect, just spit out your tamer. Like, that tamer recursions is huge. It's the same reason why, like, we see Mother Control and Black Hybrid in general, prior to this set dropping with the new Beetlemon.
Yeah.
Running all the Seekers tamers, right? Run the Shuyulins and the Satskis, because you can recur your tamer. You can end of turn spit them back out, so you constantly have your source to evo over. Like, being able to recycle your tamers is huge. It's massive.
Yeah. Dynasx.
At this point, I'm dead. I just go ahead and I play the Dynas and pop the Beluco, and we call a game there. But yeah, I think it's a pretty good showcase for both decks, like seeing what you can do.
Yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoyed the matchup. Let us know what you guys think in the comment section down below. I'm definitely going to keep tinkering with this, so be on the lookout for maybe an updated build down the line. I'm definitely going to try to bring this to locals every now and then and just try to see what we can do. So for all of you sort of source strip aficionados, let me know what you guys are cooking with too. I'd be interested to see what you guys are playing with. I also am very interested to see if there are any other Dynasmon players out there, because the deck looks really fun. And as TJ has mentioned before, like, it can do a lot of pretty nasty things. It's just a matter of, will the meta allow for it, I guess, is really what it comes down to.
I will try and get a better matchup on cam for it. I'll tell you that much. I do plan to play the deck a lot. I'm very excited for it. Yeah,
but yeah, just let us know what you guys think down below. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and hopefully we catch you on that next video. Bye-bye.
Bye.